Hi guys, welcome to my channel Life with Ash. Today's video I'm going to be answering your questions from my Instagram questionnaire. You guys voted heavily for Q&As last week, so let's go again with another Q&A. First of all, you might notice something different about this video. There's a few things actually. First thing, I am filming on my new GoPro. First video on the GoPro, yay! Second of all, the video is in black and white, and there is a reason for that. The month of May is Brain Cancer Awareness Month, and the colour for brain cancer awareness is grey. So the slogan is Go Grey in May. So on all of my social media accounts, you will notice I'm only posting black and white photos to bring awareness to brain cancer. So my YouTube videos for the month of May will all be done in black and white. I'm also wearing my shirt from the Cookie Clan that says, "Someone I love needed a cure." There's two versions of this shirt. One says needs, one says needed. Obviously, depending on your situation, will be the shirt that you buy, but they're amazing, and a percentage of the profits do go to brain cancer funding. So that's my reason for my black and white video and this shirt today. So on to your questions. The first question I got was, it's quite a big question, and it's, do I believe in heaven? Yes, sort of. I believe that after we die, we don't just disappear. It doesn't end there. I do believe that there is an afterlife in some way, shape, or form. I believe that a lot of people, after they pass, stay around on Earth in a different way. You'll know that in some of my videos, especially my video with Michelle, we talk about signs from loved ones and things like that, and I definitely believe in that. I believe that death isn't the end. I believe that there's more. Whether or not heaven is this physical, magical place or not, I don't really know. I suppose no one does. So in a roundabout way, basically, I believe that death isn't the end. There is more. Not sure how else to explain my beliefs. That leads into the next question, and the next question is, what signs have I gotten from Bobbi? And this needs to be a full video. It is coming. It's on my list of things to do, so you might even get it this month. So Bobbi sends me a lot of signs. You will notice things like in my last YouTube video, the unexpected side effects of grief. There's a lot of light flickering going on, lights that aren't connected to power, lights that there is no way that explains all of my lights flickering at once. There's no logical explanation. Things like music, my music will randomly start playing certain songs without being touched, or I'll be listening to a song and it'll just stop and another song will start playing. And so when Bobbi was in hospital, she had my old phone, which was logged into my Spotify, and she knew how to use it, and she knew that she could listen to music she liked on Spotify. So I'd be, at the gym with my headphones on working out, and then all of a sudden I'd be doing squats to Hot Potato because Bobbi was in control of my Spotify. So it's something she used to do when she was here physically with us, but it's also something she continues to do now. Sends me little signs. Sometimes the songs are really comforting and meaningful. Other times it's a bit funny. So sometimes she'll, play songs that are super, super powerful for me and just like very meaningful. Other times, I might get a Justin Bieber Yummy marathon happening, which was her favorite song. So yeah, things like that are little signs I get. I notice my dog paying certain attention to things that we can't see and playing with something that we don't know. So stuff like that happens quite frequently in my house, and I am very open to it, and I definitely welcome the presence because I'm very confident that it is her. Yeah, so without giving too much detail, because that just needs to be a full video, there's way too many stories there of all the signs she sends me. I definitely get them, and it is the most comforting thing ever. Would I ever move states? This is what I've thought about a lot. I went through a stage a couple of years ago where I was planning on moving to a state that I'd never been to, and I just wanted to pack up and live in a new state. It never happened. I still live in New South Wales. I have my whole life, but it's not something I'm against. It's definitely something I would consider, but the only thing that stops me is my family, and I love being close to my mum and my sister and Johnny's family as well. So that deters me from moving states. But if I could bring my family with me, then I would absolutely move states. There would be nothing stopping me if my family came too. So fam bam, if you want to pack up and, like, I don't know, move to Queensland or Melbourne or somewhere exciting, I'm down. How often do I visit Bobbi's garden? It depends. Sometimes I sort of pop in once a week. Other times, you know, I won't go for about a month. It depends, and I think it's because I feel her presence in my house and with me more so than I do at her garden. I don't really feel her there. I do often bring her flowers and go and sit in the garden with, you know, some music playing and just have a bit of like reflection and I guess meditation there. But I would say because I feel her presence more heavily in our house, I don't have that urge to go there as often as I thought I would, because I just feel her around me here. If Bobbi was still with us, what is one thing I would want to do with her? Everything. This is a really tricky one because I knew that her days were limited. I tried to do everything I wanted to do with her when I could. There's always things that I never got to do. Like, one thing I will always wish I got to do was, you know, just little things like style her hair, like give her little pigtails and, you know, take her to school for the first time in her little school uniform and take her to a dance class. Stuff like that are things that I'm really, really sad I never got to do. But yeah, there's a million things that I wish I could do with Bobbi and never got the chance to. But yeah, I always just envisioned me giving her these cute little pigtails and, you know, taking her to school or dance class, and it's really sad that I never got to do that. What is the most romantic thing a guy can do for a girl? It's a very interesting question, and I don't know if I'm the person to answer it. Romance is different to every girl, and the most romantic thing you can do is learn what your girl's definition of romance is and learn what is the way to capture her heart. And a lot of that comes down to an understanding of her love language. So for instance, my love language is words of affirmation. That's the way I show my love, and that's the way I like to be loved in return. So to me, if you wrote me a love letter, that would just be the most romantic thing to me, because words are my love language. But if the girl you have in mind, if her love language is, say, acts of service, you know, doing an act of service for her would be romantic for her. So learn about her, basically. Learn what she loves, learn what makes her happy, learn what her love language is, and go from there. That's my relationship advice. How has my health been since losing Bobbi? My mental health, not great. I am seeing a psychologist and I'm on antidepressants, and struggling a bit with my anxiety as well. So mental health, not so great, but I'm taking steps towards working on that. My physical health has been up and down. Mainly my fatigue I've struggled with a lot. I'm really finding it hard to keep up with life, with my energy levels, just because I'm just constantly exhausted and drained, both physically and mentally. So overall, my health is a lot better than it has been in the past, but it's not great. And dealing with the grief and the loss has definitely flared up a few of my health conditions. So trying to keep that controlled, because I know that if my physical health crashes, my mental health will just physical health and mental health are so interlinked, and it's such an important thing to recognize that, because if you're mentally not feeling well, you will have physical symptoms. Same goes for if you're physically not feeling well, you will have mental health symptoms as well. So they're so interlinked, and it's so important that when you look at your health, you look at it from both sides. You check in with your mental health, but also with your physical health, because you can't have one without having the other. You need to work on both, and that's super, super, super important to remember. What are my dreams? I'm gonna take this to mean like my goals and my aspirations, rather than like what I dream about at night, because what I dream about at night is like really weird and sometimes super heavy. So let's talk about my aspirations and my goals. My dream is to be a novelist. I want to write a book. I want to write many books, but there's one book that I need to write, and that is the book of Bobbi's story. I am working on that at the moment, just little bits and pieces here and there. I need to get a little bit more focused with that, so you guys can have a book from me in the next few years. That's my dream. It's always been something I wanted to do. I've always loved writing. It's been a passion of mine for a very long time. So that's a number one on my list. I want to be a mum. I want to have children. I want to travel. I want to do a lap around the country with Johnny in Bobbi's honour, and go to different hospitals and bring awareness to children's cancer around the country. So that's definitely one of my dreams. Dreams that are becoming goals with work. I'm very loosely working on these things when I get the time and the energy to do so. But yeah, that is definitely on my list of goals. Am I planning on getting married? Well, I'd love to get married. I was definitely the little girl who envisioned their wedding and planned everything as a kid. My plans have since changed, but I do still want to get married. I'm not the kind of girl who wants the big $50,000 extravagant wedding. I just want my immediate friends and family, a great photographer, a beautiful husband. I guess that's important too. I just want a really simple day with just a close circle of friends and family, rather than having it be a big extravagant event. But yes, getting married is definitely something I want to do. This is a really good question. Will I incorporate Bobbi into my children's lives? Absolutely. My kids will know everything there is to know about Bobbi. She will be the center of my family life. She will be my whole family life will be orientated around her. My children will know everything there is to know. She will always be remembered and loved in my family. She would technically be my children's auntie. So they will know all about their Auntie Bobbi, and she will always be remembered and loved and spoken in my household. When I have kids, they will grow to know and love her as much as I do, because how could I not? I will do my best to incorporate her into everything, and teach my children how to be like her. What's mine and Johnny's favorite place that we've stayed at together? I feel like I'm answering for myself here, but I think Melbourne was definitely my favorite place we've been together. It was amazing. We've done a fair bit of traveling together actually since we've been together, but yeah, Melbourne was probably the best. We just had such a good time and can't wait to go back. What age do I want kids? It's not so much about age for me. I mean, I'm turning 26 this year, so I'm sort of at that awkward in between age where like I'm too old to be a young mum, but I've still got plenty of time to think about kids. So it's more of making sure we're financially stable, we're emotionally stable, and ready for children that way. So that's what will determine when we have kids. It's not about how old we are, and it's not about our age, it's about how emotionally and financially stable we are. So we're not quite there yet, but in time, definitely. How often do I feel like Bobbi is with me? Most of the time. Most of the time, it just feels like a little hug from the universe, and I'm getting goosebumps all over my body talking about this. I do feel her presence a lot. I do talk to her isn't the word, but I feel like I communicate with her internally. I look to her for guidance. It's an interesting life seeking guidance from a 3.5-year-old, but yeah, I definitely feel her around me a lot of the times, and she confirms that quite a bit. She definitely, there's a butterfly at the window again. So little things like that. When I ask her to let me know she's around, and she does in her ways, and it's really comforting. How did I feel about starting a YouTube channel at first, and how do I feel now? So I was really nervous. I was almost certain that nobody would watch this. I was like, oh, it's going to be a waste of time. I was really nervous, and just, I didn't have the faith in myself that I needed. So it was just a big gamble. I was like, I'll just take the risk and I'll do it. I'll spend the time, I'll put myself out there. And it's a really nerve-wracking thing to do, to sit in front of a camera for hours at a time and just talk at it. You think, okay, well, what are people going to think about me when I say this? And yeah, it's quite nerve-wracking, but now I love it. I wouldn't say it feels natural. It still feels quite weird, but I really enjoy it, and I am getting a lot of great feedback from you guys. So that keeps me motivated and makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing and I'm on the right path, and knowing that my videos are reaching people and helping people all over the country, and even little bits here and there internationally as well, it's a really good feeling. And yeah, I love my YouTube channel. I love working on new videos. I love talking to you guys about my videos. So yeah, it's a really good thing, and I'm glad I did it. It's one of the best things I've decided to do with my time in the last 6 months. So I'm really thankful. So to everyone who pushed me to get a YouTube channel, thank you. I appreciate you. And to everyone who's supported my YouTube channel, thank you too, because I had no idea that this many people would be interested in what I have to say. Did you love the chance to be Bobbi's sister mom? Absolutely. It is the best thing I've done with my life, and will always be. It was such an honor to be able to step up and look after her. It was never a burden. It was never, oh, I have to do this. It was, I want to do this. This is the best thing. And that was before she was sick as well as while she was sick. No matter how stressful it was, no matter how exhausting it was always such a blessing to me. It was never a negative. It was never, oh, I want to go do this, but I can't because I'm with Bobbi. It was, no, I don't need to do that. I need to be here. And yeah, I will always be thankful to have had that privilege to step up in her life. It would, yeah, best thing I will ever do with my life. What do I miss most about Bobbi? That's really hard because I genuinely miss literally everything. But I miss being silly with her. I miss making her laugh and just the little things, just being silly, just me feeling like being a kid again to keep her happy and to make her smile. It was, yeah, it was great. And I miss that. I miss her laugh and her smile, and I miss being the reason for her laugh and her smile. So yeah, that's probably definitely what I miss most. What is one thing that I wish I could tell people about childhood cancer? It is the most brutal thing in the entire world. So living between Sydney Children's Hospital and Ronald McDonald House and Bear Cottage, I got to meet so many beautiful families who were all going through childhood cancer. And I know that the patient is the only one going through it, but the family goes through it on such a different level. It is the most brutal thing. The treatments that these kids are going through are designed for adults. They are literally going through the most intense, invasive treatments day in and day out, and they take it so much better than us. They are so resilient and so strong. I've seen adults fight cancer and I've seen children fight cancer, and honestly, the slogan "Fight Like a Kid" is so accurate. It's one of the childhood cancer slogans, and it's so true because kids fight cancer with such resilience and strength, and it's admirable. It's insane. Yeah, kids with cancer are the real heroes of this world, and if you get time to maybe volunteer at a children's hospital in the oncology ward and spend time with these kids, they're amazing. They're absolutely incredible. But it's a really big fight, and it's a lot bigger than people would imagine. Like, there's so much to it. There's so many procedures and medications and drugs, and it's huge. When am I getting my Bobbi sleeve finished? Well, when I A, can afford it, and B, when my tattooist has time. He will open his books and within a day they're booked out for months, and then he closes them again. So it's very hard to get in with him. So yeah, whenever I can A, save, and B, get in with my tattooist. But it's sort of finished enough that I'm getting a bit complacent with it, so I need to get motivated with that. Thanks for reminding me. Would I get another dog? Absolutely. If you ask Johnny, I do send him photos of puppies for sale on a daily basis. I'm getting puppy fever again. Albie's just huge now, and I just want another tiny puppy. But I know it's not the most sensible decision to get another dog right now, so I'll wait. But I do want another dog, and if one happened to turn up at my doorstep, I would definitely not say no. So if you do want to send me a puppy, I'm open to it. How long have I been pole dancing for? I started pole dancing when I was 18 in a studio. It's always been a fun fitness thing for me. I absolutely love it. I've had some time off over the years for injuries and my health. So I would say all up probably 5 years. And that's excluding the breaks I've had. Who is in my support system? Johnny is my number one support person. My mum very, very close second. My sister says, I have really great friends. Yeah, I'm very blessed, but my mum, Johnny, and Says would have to be the ones I lean on the most. And of course, everyone who is part of my community, my Instagram community, my TikTok community, my YouTube community, Facebook, you guys have all been a part of my support system too, and I'm really thankful for that. What motivates me? Some days I'm very hard to motivate, but my biggest motivation is Bobbi, and knowing that it's up to me to carry on her life's purpose and her memories and her love. And that gets me through, that motivates me to keep going and to do the best I can, because she never got the chance to, and that's up to me. Johnny is also a huge motivator in my life. He always pushes me to do what I love and to work hard and to achieve my dreams. So those are my two biggest motivators. What would I do if I won the lottery? Travel. If COVID was not happening, I would travel, and in my travels I would do what I can to raise awareness and raise money for childhood cancer. I would donate my money to charities that we've worked with, like Bear Cottage, Ronald McDonald House, and lots of other cancer charities for kids. I would, yeah, and I would probably buy myself a house, because, you know, I can't, as much as I would love to donate give all my money away, I do still have to live as well. So I would buy myself a house. Nothing extravagant. But yeah, I think travel and take Bobbi's story around the globe would be my lottery dream. So maybe I should start buying lottery tickets. Did Bobbi have godparents? Well, this is an interesting one, because I was asked to be Bobbi's godmother by her biological mother before she was born, and I was really excited about this, but then I realized that this woman was literally asking every person under the sun to be Bobbi's godmother, people that she barely knew, and it was just a mess. So officially, no, Bobbi did not have godparents. Unofficially, pretty much the whole suburb was Bobbi's godparents, according to her mother. As I've mentioned in previous videos, Bobbi's mum was not really all there. So yeah. Okay, so I've got a question here that needs to be addressed. So it was, why wasn't Bobbi's father caring for her? I don't know if I've given anyone the wrong idea in any of my socials, but Bobbi's dad was a part of her life from start to finish. He was always around. He was there. I don't talk to Bobbi's father / my father anymore. For personal reasons, I don't need to really disclose on my social media, but he was around. He was there for Bobbi's journey, and I've never said otherwise, and I don't want you to get the opinion that he wasn't around, because he was around. I'm not going to say he did a great job, but he was around. So yeah, if I've given you the impression that he wasn't, I'm sorry. But that's pretty much all I want to say on that one. I don't really want to go too much into that, because it's just such a negative topic for me, and it's not what I want this page to be about. I don't want this channel to be me talking negatively about people who I don't even have in my life anymore, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Amongst all those questions, there was a lot of beautiful compliments from people, which makes me feel uncomfortable to read them out, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to say thank you to everyone who submitted something lovely in there, as well as the questions. There were some really good questions this time around. I quite enjoyed answering them, so that was quite good. Now, it is May, which is Brain Cancer Awareness Month, but more important than that, Bobbi's birthday is coming up in 3 weeks. It is the 18th of May. And for that video, I want to do something really, really special. So what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to submit a photo or a video of you celebrating Bobbi in any way, shape, or form that you like. You can celebrate Bobbi by drawing a picture for her. You can celebrate Bobbi by lighting a candle, or by eating a cupcake, or, you know, doing crazy makeup, or getting some balloons, or having a little tea party, or whatever you like. Be creative, be fun. I would love to just compile a bunch of your videos of you celebrating Bobbi. If you want to add a video of you with a message, a birthday message for Bobbi, include that too. It'll be fantastic. I will put them all together, so make sure you send them to me, and if I don't reply, send them to me on Instagram. If I don't reply, keep sending messages so I see them. In whatever way you want to celebrate her, make sure you get it on video, whether you, I don't know, maybe go to the zoo, or go jump on a jumping castle, or, you know, take your kids to do something fun and tell them that they're doing it for Bobbi. Tell them that this is celebrating Bobbi's birthday. If you want to put a party hat on your dog and send me a video of that, that would be perfect. Anything. I really would love you guys to get creative with this and just do something to honor her and celebrate her birthday with me, and I think we can create something really amazing. So you've got 2 weeks to send me something for that. I will be compiling them all and adding them into a YouTube video for her birthday week. I would love you guys to get involved. It'll be really special. And yeah, let's try and make what's going to be a really, really, really hard day something beautiful. Yeah, so that's my video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will have another video out for you next week. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Thanks, guys.